Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ryan, coming back at you with Armory update number 6. This one's going to be a Living Legend Armory. We've got our skirmish coming up in about a week, a little bit over a week. I'm sorry, under a week now. It's coming up this Saturday. So yeah, we have a Living Legend skirmish this Saturday that we've been getting prepared for, and naturally, being the mech player I am, and with High Octane not being banned in Living Legend, I chose Dash.io. I had been really stoked on Dash.io since I started playing her, and I didn't really get to really utilize her full power for very long before they took out High Octane. So it's nice to see and feel the power behind what she can do in Living Legend. It was a 4-round tournament. I ended up going 3-1, losing to the champion. I got 3rd place, and let's just go over the gear and deck slots, and then we can get into the matchups. So in this meta, or in any meta really, you have to be prepared for AB, especially with all the wizards floating around right now, and Runeblade. Can't forget about Runeblade. So Achilles Accelerator, Adaptive's Dissolver, and I believe, Visitronic Model I. All that's what they're there for. They're just Arcane Barrier. That's what they're meant to do, is stop Arcane from coming through. Adaptive Plating is more of a flex pick. You can pick it if you want to. Usually we're putting it in my... when I was playing it, I would put it in my hand slot if I needed the extra block. Crown of Providence is the go-to helm for Dash. It's just a hand fixer. If you have a no block in hand, you want to go ahead and sync to get a blue to kind of have a better turn the next turn. It's really good for that, and the ability to see what's on top of your deck with her ability allows you to know what you're going to be drawing into. So it allows for a lot of good decision making to be able to be had. Goliath Gauntlets were my go-to gauntlets. I played them in just about every matchup. Just being able to crack at the end and pressure with them is really huge, because it's it's just that extra 2 damage that they're not able to cover up. Heavy Industry Gear Shift is the new legs from the IO. It's from the IO Armory deck? Yeah, Armory deck. And they are action destroy this, banish 2 cards from your deck, gain 1 action point for each mech card banished this way. So you're at least netting yourself back 1, but most of the time 2 AP, getting 2 action points back. Symbiosis Shot with High Octane is just the weapon to play. If you don't have High Octane, I still think Dash is viable. You're just going to be playing the Hanabi Blaster. Hanabi Blaster just adds more damage over the course of turns, and it's harder to prevent damage. But yeah, without it, with High Octane, you're definitely going to be running Symbiosis Shot. Teklo Foundry Heart's the go-to chest, allows you to pump out that 1 more resource, which did come in handy plenty of times. And then we've talked with Visitronics Model I. It's more for those arcane matchups, such as Ocilio or any of your rune matchups. If you have your dedicated KO or Kano player, obviously, and stuff like that. So for the deck slots, we ran 3 backup red protocol. It's one of the best items in the game. It's very good at extending your turn and giving you an extra really decent free attack. It's also good at getting your twin drives back to set up your max velocity turns, which we'll go over a bit later. I played BIOS Update at 2. I really enjoyed BIOS Update. I think BIOS Update is one of the stronger mech cards. It's a 0 that +3s anything you boost after this is played. So any card that's boosted after this, it's not every card. It's just the card boosted after this gets +3. So usually you're sending one of your donuts for like 6 to 7. And then the next time a 2 cost item would be boosted to, or would boost away into your mana zone, pay the boost value. It also has Go Again. Then you're playing Boom Grenades. I played Rainbow Boom Grenades, but I only played one blue, just because there's other blues you want to see, and you don't want to see too many no blocks, and 2 extra damage on top doesn't do too terribly much. You would rather see a yellow or a red. Fast and Furious is just one of the newer cards you get out of the Armory deck. It's a 0 for 3 that boosts. If you've cranked, it gets +1. So if you've cranked your Boom Grenades, it's coming in for 4. And then if it's banished from boosting, you can put a Steam counter on an item you control with crank. So any of your items almost. Boom Grenades. I believe your Cerebrums, and then obviously your Technocore. Heist, I played out of one of, just because you really want to kind of stay low to the ground with this deck. But it's still a really good effect, and it is a 5 for 3. I basically needed space for the tomes. That's the biggest part, right? But this is just a 5 for 3 that it boosts when it hits a hero. You can put an item with 0 to 1 from your Brandis Zone into the arena, basically getting back your backup protocols, your Boom Grenades, and your Technocore that you banished away. High Octane, we all know High Octane does. What High Octane does, whenever you boost after casting this card, gain 1 action point. When you play the card, you draw a card, and you gain Go Again. So basically, every time you boost, you get an action point, and what you do is you rack up points on your pistol with your items, and then you High Octane, send your hand, and then pistol them in the face 5 to 6 times. Maximum Velocity is the 10 for 3 that you can only play if you've boosted 3 or more times. Usually you're setting this up with a Twin Drive and like a donut in your hand. You can retrieve this also with Backup Protocol Red, so it's just it's Backup Protocol Red just gets you a lot of your combo pieces back, really. But yeah, it's the ending combo piece to the Twin Drive double boost play. You Twin Drive, you boost one more time, and then you maximum velocity for 10. Just a lot of damage in one turn. It's very hard for anyone, even Guardians, to outstand that amount of damage in one turn. Outpace, one of the more MVP card. Very, very. I'm considering bumping this to 3. It's a 1 for 4, but it's boost that can't be defended by equipment, which is very good in specific areas of the game, specifically towards late game, because if they're holding their gear to, defend a big attack and then send heavy late, you're kind of ruining that for them, because now they either have to give you their hand, or worry about a Boom Grenade flicking on top and then doing even more damage, being lethal. With T-Bones, we're playing just the reds and blues. It's a 0 for 3 that makes them block with a gear piece. Very, very strong card, but again, just another donut sending for 3 with blues. Pulse Wave Harpoon, we're playing 3. It's whenever for the amount of times you've boosted that turn, and it does check itself, your opponent reveals that many cards, and you can add anything with that much defense or less to the defending chain. So it's a way to disrupt an aggro deck or any other deck. Just something to get something big out of their hand that's going to cause you a lot of damage. Throttle, we play 3 reds, 3 blues. This could probably change if you wanted to play more Heist, but this has the higher stat base, so we go with Throttle over the Heist, because 9 times out of 10 you're not going to see what Heist either isn't going to hit, or you're not going to see what you need from Heist. So Throttle, in my opinion, is just the better play. It's a 6 for 2, and with boost. So Twin Drive is what we've talked about. It's for with max velocity. It's a 2 for 5 that has double boost, allowing you to get 2 boosts off in 1 card, getting that third boost off a lot easier for maximum velocity combo. 0 to 60, I believe, we are playing just the reds and blues. 0 to 60 is, one again, it's 0 for 4, so that's huge in itself. The fact that it's not a 3, you really want to be sending as much damage as possible with this deck. It's really a race deck. So having that extra bit of damage for absolutely no cost is huge. Zipper hit, again, really good beat stick. 5 for 3, cost 1, has boost, so it's just really good in the stat department. Boom Grenade Yellow, we've talked about, we're playing those. Spark of Genius to when you crack your boots or have extra cranks. Spark of Genius allows you to find your grenades, your Tekla Pounders, your Tekla Cores. It allows you to find your Cerebrums, which is huge. Finding a draw is just big. 2 Tome of Findles, which is very, very picky. You have to pick which matchups you're going to be running these in. It's easier for us because we can see what we're boosting off the top, but you have to be careful because, you know, finding this in the wrong matchup, it just kind of ends your turn if you boost it. Zipper hit, 3 yellow. The 1 boom grenade, blue. 3 cerebral processor, it's just really, really strong. It's a crank item that can draw once per turn. It comes in with 2 steam counters, so even if you crank it, you've got another turn with it. But yeah, just having one of these on the field is nuts, but having 2 of them is it literally creates chaos. T-Bone Blue, we talked about it. We ran the reds, runs the blue. It's just has really good. Well, even for a 1, it's all making them give you a piece of armor for 0, right? And it has good stats. It pitches for 3. But yeah, making them give up a piece of armor is huge. Tekla Core, we played 3 Tekla Core. Tekla Core is a 0 item. It's blue, so good for the resources. But it also, when it's played on your turn, you get 2 free resources. So that's really huge to allow the bigger plays, such as chaining down twin drives with max velocities and other big turns. Tekla Pounder is a buff. Basically, once per turn, you can give one of your boosted items, or not items, boosted attack +2. We're playing the blue throttles, not much there to say, just to get the stat stick. 0 to 60s, we're playing the blues because it's a good stat stick. 0 to 2, and then zipper hit 1 to 3. That's still really good. Playing those at 3. So it's really nothing basic or nothing special. It's just your basic Dash IO list, right? It's not super innovative or anything. It has tomes in it, but right, everyone was playing Tome and Dash at one point before it was banned. It just can do some nutty things with Cerebrum on the field, and then with high octane, you can pump out a lot of damage. Against the Icelander, which was my second round, I think I pumped out upwards of like 36 damage on 1 turn because of it all. And you can put together some pretty nasty terms, which I understand why it was warranted why Octane got banned. It just sucks that mechs are feeling kind of in a weird place right now because you don't really see how to finish games very much. And there's a lot of unfortunately for Teklo and unfortunately for Max, there's going to be a lot of armor break coming up in the meta. So if you just singularity and get armor broke, you're dead. But yeah, so the matchups my round 1 was in, which was the champion of the whole event. Very, very fun match with my friend on the left side. We got each other down to 10. I pushed him to 10. I didn't have a very good high octane turn. I just kind of high octane, sent an attack, pistoled and passed. And then he had me at 10 and then sent like a 40 damage Art of War turn. I was like, okay, alright, yeah, not much I can do there. Good game. Round 2, I then did kind of the same thing to the Islander where we were pushing really well, and then I just kind of blew up on a high octane turn with Cerebrum out and ended up pushing out something like 36 damage. So I got that round, and then my third round was my brother. It was KO. He was playing Berserk in his match or in his deck, but he didn't get to see it against me. I ended up just racing him down quick enough. I saw grenades where I needed to. So it was very good, but when Dash sees what she needs to see, she just does a lot of damage. And then my round 4 was Viscerai. This match was very close. A buddy of mine, Cam, he was playing it nuts, sending like 9 to 12s a turn. We raced each other down, and I had it to 7, and then I sent I searched with because I knew I needed a grenade. I didn't have one on field. I searched with my chest, found a grenade on top, sent Heist with cracked Goliath gauntlets for 7. He blocked out one of it because he was at 7, so he didn't know I'd found the grenade or anything. So he obviously blocks out one. He lives. He sends his hand. I die, or at least I'm on negative tempo. But I luckily found that grenade, and because of the resources from the Foundry Heart, I had enough to play it. So ended up coming in for like a total of, because it was a red grenade, like 7, 8, 9, 10, like 11 damage. So, but yeah, it was just very, very, very lucky sequencing on that one. And all rights, Viscerai. Viscerai should have won that one probably. I just luck sacked my way. I high rolled to victory. But yeah, it was a great armory. Looking forward to this upcoming armory. And then obviously we've got the skirmish. I'm sure I'll do some type of something for those, even if I don't place, just to let you guys know how it went. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a good day.